to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's everybody's favorite sad dads, Jim and Foo.
And if you're paranoid, you may like Sad Dads Club podcast, episode 227.
I'm Jim.
I'm the Lord Foo.
Let's get it on.
Hey, man.
How's it going? I feel like that's a pretty loaded question, considering the conversation we just had.
It was heavy going into it, so I feel like we're gonna get like one of those cathartic couch ones.
This is
unloading.
It's the dick punch of like middle class shit, right?
Right.
That's pretty much what that.
And mine is. Yeah, I'm not gonna get nitty gritty, but mine is like taxes, and a lot of ours. And I love my wife. Our struggle really, I think, has come from last year. She only had maybe half a year or a quarter of a year being full-time employed, and so her deductions and whatnot were like. Default and
yeah.
And so as a joint household with two legitimately paying jobs, like she works for her dad. She's on the books working for her dad, but it's like part-time pay.
Right.
So the up until 2020-ish, our taxes is relatively dialed in. We were typically used to getting refund, not like, oh shit, money.
Yeah.
But like we were as close to the line, but enough of like we could probably tighten a little bit and get it closer to zero, which is ideally what you want because you don't want to be giving out the man interest-free loans.
Right.
And you don't want to have to come up with hundreds or thousands of dollars every tax season because that's a pain point too.
Right.
So, but typically we were rolling a return, and then the last tax season with her full-time job a little bit under her belt, we knew deductions were needed to be dialed in because we owed a good chunk federal. California state taxes, we were okay, a little bit of refund, and it was like, oh, okay,
adjustment,
right. So she's like, I'll make an adjustment. Clearly, this was a net new learning thing for us. And so she makes her adjustment. She's now got a full year under her belt. And she starts doing the taxes because she's much better at those numbers, things and shit than I am. And even with her deductions, it's not looking good at all federal. And what it looks like is not only her deductions need to be adjusted for where we're at in our income tax bracket, but I didn't adjust mine accordingly to take into account that she's also a full-time.
Oh.
So I didn't adjust mine. Bottom line, I didn't adjust mine either. She did hers, but we thought the solution would be if she if she adjusted hers, we'd be slimming back down closer to zero. We were very, 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 very wrong.
Oofta.
Right. So
that's a very frustrating experience after a year's worth of work, knowing that you have to pay in a bunch of extra money.
Right.
That's
right.
That's just shouldn't
especially
happen.
As someone that.
Well, especially when you hear about all these folks who don't pay hardly any taxes.
Exactly. That's I think ultimately, we've made mistakes and we're adjusting for them, but we are a household that pays their fair share.
Probably and then some.
Probably because now within the code, are there probably options for us to lighten or release burdens like, write-offs and whatnot? Probably. if anyone's seen the meme of how large the fucking tax code is, I am sure there's probably all kinds of loopholes and shenanigans. But when we were also talking about the, if we went to an actual CPA to do our taxes, they could probably find options for us to take as deductions, but the amount that it would cost for us to hire a CPA to do that,
it would be a break even.
Well, we'd be almost back to like, well, okay.
Instead of paying the taxes, we're paying the CPA.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, now we used to do that, but I mean, it started to get decent size, and it was like, oh, well, fucking TurboTax.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we went for years with returns, and it was like, well, yeah, this solution works.
I mean, we're regular two people working husband and wife house.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
we don't have really any, and the standard deduction now is so high that like all of the donations that you do that would have been tax deductions and like your mortgage, like interest and all that kind of shit, you don't get that anymore. You just get the standard deduction, which is more than what you would normally get, but at least you felt like some of that is going to something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's just ignored completely. It's like, well, you filled all this crap out. Like, this is what TurboTax is saying. You filled all this crap out, but now it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You might as well just take the standard deduction because it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that doesn't make me feel any better.
Right.
Because I feel like all the things that we've been paying for that our deductions are just invalid somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, all the taxes have gone up. So,
yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
So it's taxes are frustrating.
And then you hear about all these,
Yeah.
Wealthiers that have found they ain't paying,
the loopholes are working for them.
It's like,
but we don't have anything. We don't have anything that's loopholeable.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm just an average dude busting my ass, paying. And
that's all you got. Just paying.
And I'm smart enough. Right. I'm smart enough to know that there are things out there, but I'm busting my ass so hard that it takes the time to bust my ass that I don't have time to investigate that. And it's like, well, yeah, you should claw back some of that and reallocate over here so you can find that. And I'm like, I'm low-hanging fruit kind of thing. Like, I'm a sad dad, dude.
Yeah.
Especially
at tax time.
Yeah. Fucking especially at tax time.
That's a serious bummer. I feel bad about that. I haven't started my taxes, but I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, I wish you better luck than me. Mm. And on my walk, I went and got lottery tickets because I'm just hoping that some six lucky number thing's gonna.
That's the great hope,
right? Because then I'll be like, fucking take all the taxes. I got millions. I don't care.
The wife we were just talking about this kind of thing tonight, and we went to have dinner before coming here, and she was like, well, we just need to buy more lottery tickets, kind of a thing. Not like more for each draw, but like be more consistent about going and buying tickets. And this is why I tell her all the time, you can't win if you don't play.
Right.
Even if it's just one ticket for $2. That one ticket could be the lucky one.
The one.
Yeah, the one. You don't need 35 tickets.
Right.
You don't have to spend $100 in just one ticket will do.
You're in.
Yeah.
You're in the running.
That also feels like a fool's errand, like going and buying
gambling.
Tickets.
Absolutely.
But
as long as you're not buying an amount of tickets that's sacrificing.
As long as you're not stealing from your family to go buy lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm good there.
Sucking dick underneath a bridge. # sorry, Tony. Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah. I'm shaming my family right now, but I really need another set of lottery tickets.
Need another quick pick.
Are you going to go buy drugs? Nope. Lottery ticket. Shoot it all over me. What?
I mean, that's almost where it's at.
Yeah. Like, what was the Boogie Nights? Dirk Diggler in the cab of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Spanking it.
I mean, it
for
could be
cash.
worse. There's a YouTube channel that I ran across where this guy has traveled around California, and he's like, here's all the fucked up shit going on in San Bernardino or Oakland or San Francisco or LA. He goes to all the major cities
And does what?
and just drives around. Like, he was from San Bernardino.
Okay.
And so he was like, well, I go around to all the cities in California and I record what's going on as far as like homelessness and all that
okay.
kind of shit.
I'm like, what's he recording? Okay.
The bad shit, right?
Okay.
And people are like, well, where are you from? Like, people would give him feedback. Where are you from? Why don't you go back to your home
Right.
town? He's like, well, I'm from San Bernardino, so let's go there. And he was like,
Yeah.
wow, this is fucked up. Basically, like, it was a pretty long video and him driving around like, well, this is the mall we used to go hang out at in the 80s.
Mhm.
And here's the roller rink, and it's like a shell of a fucking building. And
Yeah.
I mean, there's just, he's literally recording someone took a shit in the middle of a parking lot with like a string of toilet paper that's got smears on it
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the parking lot. Like, you're not surrounded by, there's no sense of privacy there.
Yeah.
You are in the middle of a parking lot.
Right.
But man, it's like it could be worse is what I'm trying to drive at with this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. And
But
I had one, I mean, in that vein, I had one at a level set moment. My sister has, she does like nonprofit work for a foundation for the 49ers. And it has given her an opportunity to go back to school.
mm-hmm.
And so she is working on degree stuff in like business administration, I believe. And so she is applying to prestigious schools, like for, I think, master's stuff, or like she's doing GE stuff now, but now she wants a degree from so she's she got, I think Arizona State was her first positive, and it was like, family chat, like, congratulations. And then she got I think, so today's Wednesday, I believe it was Monday, she got University of Alabama sent her, like, congratulations, you're,
Oh, wow.
entry, whatever the fucking, you can matriculate, whatever the fancy words are for getting admitted to, or accepted to college.
Were they these places that she applied to?
Yes.
Oh, so
yes.
she was accepted.
So
as
she was
far as
accepted, yes.
transfer and all that.
Right,
Mm,
right,
okay.
pretty much.
So she's going from a JC or something, or
I think she's just taking like scrub online stuff. It might be from Sierra, but it might also be Sac State, and so
Okay.
she's now going like a degree with like a really
Right.
fancy name school.
yeah.
And we talked, I think maybe Thanksgiving or something. Like she had mentioned this, and I think I mentioned on the show. I'm like, wow, but I'm like the smart one, and and the bottom line is, I'm happy for her,
Yeah.
and congratulations to her. I don't have the time to do that, but in the same breath, it's like, fuck, yeah, but I got the brain power. I know I could do all those things too. And I'm out tearing ass on a run, and it's like bugging me. And I tell the kids, and it's like there's no competition. You do the best that you can always, and sometimes you just get in a place where you have to take an acceptance of a situation so that you can do better somewhere else. And I'm out on this run, and it occurred to me, like, it's not my time yet. Like, one day I'll get that college thing. I'll get there. It's not my time right now. But none of my siblings And a lot of my friends are not out on a run for 6 miles right now.
Mm-hmm.
It couldn't do it. I guarantee you my sister couldn't, and I'm pretty sure my brother couldn't. So there was a moment of positive clarity. It was like, yeah, but I am in really good physical health.
Everybody has their
Everybody's
pluses.
got their things.
Yeah.
And it was like, I am extremely grateful, like to dial back to your thing that, it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
It could be worse. I'm not in college. I don't have that degree, but I know I'm intellectually smart and sharp, and I have good physical health. Everyone in my house is in good physical health, and I can still run. I am doing okay, and I'm like, fuck. Well, it's cool.
Well,
I'm good.
Some of it's just timing.
Right,
like,
and that's
when you
that's
get out
the
of high
thing.
school, like there's all kinds of things happening to you that are pulling you in different directions, and school may just not have been our bags at the time. Like, I ended up getting a job and stopping school like literally like 3 units short, of getting where I was supposed to be. So it's like sometimes it's about timing and
And I think
and priorities and all that kind of stuff. It's
Sure.
like I just needed to make money, and I was already working in the industry I was supposed to be going for. So that's what I chose to lop off and to do the thing.
Right.
And I couldn't. It was very clear, according to my employer at the time, that I was not going to be going to school and being also able to afford my rent.
Right.
So I had to choose one, and the job won out, even though it was a shit job.
Yeah, Piper had her friends, like her high school friend groups that's still relatively close here to town over like in the holidays. And the one who I was, he's hashtag Hey Zach if you ever get here. He was in cross country at school with Piper, but he also has a Jeep. And he's going to Chico State currently. So when we have talks with Piper and whether or not he's coming down for the weekend, a frequent topic is the drive. I'm like, fuck yeah, I know all about that drive. I know, I did that drive sometimes multiple times a week to Dad's to do laundry. Sometimes I was doing it there at the tail end. I wasn't going to school, but I was living in Chico with Venus, and I was commuting every day to Auburn
For
work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I know all about that drive. She's like, well, how fast do you do that? I'm like, I ain't telling you how fast I was doing that because sometimes it wasn't exactly safe, but I know all the shortcuts.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know all about it. So anyway, her friend was down here, and we were talking about we were just shooting shit about Chico and in college. I'm like, oh, fuck, I went there. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. She's like, because he does ping pong, as a side hustle with his friends. They do tournaments outside of school and whatnot.
Oh, I thought you meant he would go to the ping pong palace or something.
Oh, no.
And then hustle people.
Well, yeah, no.
Be you guys want to play a game, and then lose $10 on a game, and then then go after them for 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Mike did racing and I did roller hockey. I'm like, yeah, for after school, when I wasn't in school, I played racquetball, and him and his girlfriend who goes to Sierra with Piper, racquetball. I'm like, yeah, they were janky. The campus had these janky. Grant probably remembers. Maybe it was 3/4 of a racquetball court. The roof from halfway to the back wall and down to the door level of the very back wall was chain link.
Oh, in a racquetball court?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So it was open air.
Yeah.
So as long as you were working with 3/4 of the arena.
I mean, isn't the whole point of racquetball the back wall and the corners and shit?
Yeah.
I mean,
so you had to dial in it. You had half a wall to work off of.
Oh, so you had a half a wall.
You had the
but chain link at the top.
Yeah,
I see.
So think like a soft top of a Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the
back's 25% was chain link fence.
That's bizarre.
So if you were up in there, then your ball either got stuck in the chain link or
the theory I guess behind that is no one's there. People aren't normally hitting a ball way up here.
Yeah, if you're good,
you can get it up in the corner.
You're not really doing that. You're working off the bottom part of the fucking arena. Court. And they both looked at me like wrecking ball. So I don't think they're there anymore. But it was kind of funny to like talk about. So and he was like, "Oh, so what happened?" I'm like, "Fuck, I failed out of it. I fucking what?
Nothing.
Oh."
I just had an itch.
Oh, I'm like fucking mosquito. What?
Hey, man.
Here's some ASMR for you.
Lasagna. But I'm like, I bombed out. I found other priorities at the time, and no regrets. But time is general.
Well, and part of it is too. You just weren't really into it at the time,
right?
Like the timing for you just wasn't right for going to school.
I was there because,
but
not there. Absolutely, that was 100%. I was still trying to figure out where. And anyway, so
I think that's a lot. That's tough for a lot of kids coming out, like especially guys. I think there's a lot of times guys go into college and they don't really know what they do, what they want to do. So they get like some silly business degree or just anything to like get through school,
right?
Even though, I mean, I guess you could use that for anything.
I want to be a manicurist.
You're like, but you have a business degree. You're like,
but I have a degree.
But I have a degree, and I love nails.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah. It seems like there's always people that have a business degree are just getting a job anywhere. Like, well, I have this degree, so you guys want to hire me? I could probably do real estate.
You have debt like I do, so yes, I will hire you. What's it for? Busboy. Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's all tough, man. That's like sad dad territory shit with all the taxes and all that.
I was helping with chemistry homework earlier. It was pretty cool.
That sounds awful.
I'm like, sweet.
I mean, I get to hear about Melanie doing like clinic days and all this. It's like, man, she's doing something. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool. How did she? Actually, she didn't know what she wanted. She was going to Fullerton for something else, so she changed her major partway through.
Yeah.
So, because she was going to be
dial it in.
She wanted to be a speech pathologist, and then she started to realize, I don't want to do speech pathology, but I'm into this audiology stuff's pretty cool. So she shifted, and that's how she got where she's at.
I got a funny story about shifting.
Is it with a 6-speed?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, it'll be quick because I definitely want to talk about dinner.
Yeah.
So, hashtag sorry, Dave. This is about ingress. So,
get in line, pal.
It was Monday? It might have been Sunday or Monday night. I'm like, I'm going to get out of the house. I'm just going to go do some quickie stuff, recharge some things.
Mm-hmm.
So I head out 15, 20 minutes doing my thing. And on my way back, if you've played, obviously you know what I'm talking about. If you're recharging stuff, XM is the particle effects that are on the game board that you collect, and that's your game fuel that you use to do actions and other things.
You have a tank of a certain amount of XM.
It's your power.
Yeah.
So in order to recharge stuff, batteries of the portals and whatnot, super simplifying, you collect the little particle effects and then you recharge stuff. If anyone has played long enough, you know that if you will do like this scoop maneuver with your car, as you kind of you get close to a portal or something, you'll kind of nudge over. You get your XM and then you use that to. So I'm on my way home. If you're coming home from the Mahaney side, the one portal nearest me is on the wrong side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
So when there's no cars, I'll do this like really wide right-hand turn.
Into the opposite.
Right. To scoop up the business.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll do the recharge.
Sure.
So it's late. It's like 10:30, 11 easy. I'm on my way here and I'm looking at my tank and I'm like, oh, if I scoop, I can finish this one.
Mm-hmm.
And as I get close to Altessa, I see and I'm trying to do it in like a sweeping motion so I'm not stopped in the middle of the road.
Right.
Okay, so it's
I understand.
Okay, so as I'm getting closer, I notice that there's an oncoming car, so I'm like, oh, fuck, man, I don't really want to turn into it.
Right.
I just want to make and then be gone.
A sweep and go.
But I really need it, so I'm kind of trying to gauge as I'm getting closer, like, is this car going to make...
Is it going to turn one way?
Is it going to pass me? Can I just slow roll and get my business? Is it going to pass me? And it's bugging me because it's got one of those one headlight, the other one is dim kind of things going on.
Yeah.
So it's like in my mind, I'm watching it. I'm like, that's odd. That's so odd.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting closer to needing to commit to sweeping turn or going full balls and just going in, it's going really slow.
It's slowing down.
It's coming at me way too slow, and I'm like, well, fuck, now I got to turn in because I can't stall right here because he may be going left too. Fuck. Like, this whole thing went pear-shaped. And as I turn in full commit to make a U-turn into the portal zone, the oncoming car still hasn't even gotten close. I'm like, that's the slowest shit ever. So I make my turn. I'm now faced to come straight across into home. And I select, well, I might as well hack the portal while I'm here. And since I can do that, I'm going to glyph it. So I'm looking at my phone. I'm at a full stop. And I do the motion for the glyph, and I start getting the sequence for the glyphs. So it's like Simon Says. And out of the corner of my...
gate opens?
Yeah. No, there was no cars behind me.
Okay.
So I'm cognizant of slow roller, because then it's like I'm embarrassed because the nerd might get seen doing something on his phone as the headlights show right into my cabin.
Right.
And I'm trying to pay attention to the glyphs. Human, something. Corner of my eye, I see like something flitter at the passenger side door. Like, oh, fucking bird or something. Okay, the next glyph. And then I hear someone is jiggling the back rear passenger door. Hey, man, your door's fucking locked. And I...
What?
What the fuck? And it is a absolute short circuit moment where I'm like trying to memorize glyph things.
Yeah.
Someone is jiggling my back door.
What the hell?
And the RS does, like, as soon as you're rolling like 5-10 miles an hour, it auto locks the doors.
Yeah.
So the doors were 100% locked. And then, so I hear, hey man, your door's locked.
You're all, fuck yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what the, yeah. And he's like, motherfucker, your door's locked.
What?
And I went, first gear, bye, as I then went across. And as I'm going across, like, what the fuck is going on right now? The other car with the one headlight busted is pulling into the turnout and has an Uber light on.
Oh, wait.
Motherfucker tried to get...
Thought I
was
Uber.
his Uber.
Yeah.
And I get home and I'm like, what? That is the first time that has ever happened.
You know what?
And I have if you've played Ingress in a car, you have slow rolled, gated community things all over the place. But this is the first time in 10 years playing this game that has ever happened.
I had that happen on Vernon.
Did you?
Yeah, maybe twice.
Really?
Yeah.
It was so absolutely out of left field. I mean, the
I would
fuck
have been
are you
like
doing
totally
trying to get into my car?
I would have been confused as fuck
like,
at that moment.
And then, of course, we get home and I tell Piper we're having like a fucking phone. Like, some dumb bitch tried to get in my car and then was like, motherfucker, your door's locked. Like, oh yeah, motherfucker. Of course it's like, #sorry 20.
Yeah.
It was, it's fucking locked for a reason.
I've had to have that conversation where I'm like, I'm not an Uber. I'm not here to pick you up.
You're in a fancy Cadillac too.
No, this is before when I had the Civic.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So totally random. So then I think, so I told Piper that, and she's like, that's so funny. Huh? I think it was a day later, or yesterday, I told Venus, I'm like, this is what that fucking happened. It spawned off a conversation where it was, well, how did they not know that you were not it? I'm like, I don't trust most people nowadays to know what a Toyota Tercel looks like versus a Camry, like, or a Honda Civic versus a Corolla. Like,
well, what was the other car?
I couldn't tell, but it was white.
But they have a description of the car.
Yes,
and all that.
So either they're oblivious, or drunk. I don't know, but the car, the one headlight blinky fucker was white. And I am a black car.
You just happened to roll into the entrance there.
At the exact moment, some dude
he was looking
standing
for
up,
his Uber.
He was looking for his
He's
Uber.
like, oh shit, my Uber's here.
Yeah.
And not paying attention to
that
what kind of
car rolled in within, I shit you not, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, I had time that, like, the amount of cosmic fuckery that was happening. Like, if I'd have done one more loop or a little bit more of a slow roll at Mahaney, I would have never, it would have never happened.
Yeah.
And as I went back across the street, that car was looping around with the Uber light. And I went, fucking so bizarre.
Yeah. Timing.
Random.
Timing is everything.
Random.
That's funny. So we had a good time.
We did.
We had dinner. That was kind of cool.
Yes.
At Dave and Natalie's house.
Yes.
We got invited to dinner, like a real dinner party.
Right.
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that time.
Way outside my knowns of like a dinner party. I don't know.
How do I?
Like, we hang out with homies.
Yeah.
But this was like real people.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah. Yeah, and Dave, we've had Dave be on the show. He's been on the show a couple times, and
his wife makes our desserts.
His wife makes toffee for us at Christmas time and lemon bars at some point.
What was the other one? Toffee, lemon bars. I think she's made us something else.
Oh,
spongy,
some kind of
tiramisu looking
cake
thing
thingy.
Right.
And so they invited us over for dinner, and that was a good time. I enjoyed it. That was very good.
We didn't have to do anything, but did you bring bread?
No, because she said, don't go to the store and get a baguette.
So, did she delete that?
I don't think so.
I swear I saw that. It was like she was talking all French. It was nice. It was hot. But then I think she deleted it. It was like a dictated.
Those voice messages only stick around unless you keep them. They go away.
Oh,
yeah. Because
so I was telling Venus, I'm like, did you see that message? Like, I think I didn't know if it was like a bit that she was doing, like a heavy French accent, like, do not bring the French baguette because I have the French baguette. But then it deleted, and I went, well, wait. Is she saying that she had it?
I think I saved it on my phone.
But she was trying to be funny and that we shouldn't bring it. So we had a loaf in the back seat of the car.
Oh, you did?
Just in case, like, I don't know. Because the message got deleted. So, like, she had it, or maybe it was a joke, and then she didn't want us to think that, or be confused. Either way, we were fucking confused because we're dumb. But we brought one anyway.
Well, I had a thing where I was going to go, I don't know. I think I couldn't find where it was. Her and I were having a conversation on Messenger, and I swear she said that Dave likes to drink vodka or something.
Okay.
Like he'll do a vodka drink. So I'm like, oh, I'll go get him that, and then I went to go verify that message, and it was like Messenger got rid of all the old messages, or I lost a bunch of messages. Like for some reason, they're just not there.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really read it, and I wasn't gonna buy him the wrong thing, and like I didn't know what it,
Right.
was it vodka or was it something else? And if it's, I struggled with that. So then I was like, okay, sorry, Dave.
Sorry, Dave.
I tried, but those messages are now gone out of my Messenger for whatever reason, and I don't know where they went. They were there.
You fucked up.
I read them. Then I went back to make sure what I read was the right thing, and then they were all gone. Except older messages are there. Just this chunk of messages are missing. Super frustrating. But anyway, I couldn't remember if it was that message or some other text message or a group chat or
I don't know where it's at.
I don't know. Were we emailing? I have no idea anymore.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find it. I was very frustrated. I'm super frustrated. But anyways, that's what happened for me. And then she said, if you don't have a baguette, don't bring one. Don't go to the store to get it. And I'm like,
but we only had so many tasks. It was bring bread and bring.
I don't have a
baguette,
baguette, so
if you need it.
Okay. And I didn't. What I was gonna do was bring garlic bread.
Oh, okay.
But I would have needed her broiler.
Right.
And when she said that, I was like, well, I can't really do that. She's gonna have the oven busy.
Right.
So I just was like, okay.
It was good stuff. So we had like a Brussels sprouts app with various cheeses and caramelized onions and bacon, which was fucking amazing.
So my understanding were the Brussels sprouts, they're cut in half, but they were supposed to be like stacked with the cheese and the bacon, like a
kebab.
Yeah, but she was struggling with them rolling around or whatever, or not. I don't know. So she just did it the way she did it, which is fine because
I would not have known.
Yeah.
And if you did the brie cheese, it all melted and got gooey anyway.
Yeah.
Or especially the caramelized onions. It was onion confit. What did fucking Dave say? Confit.
Yeah. It was like a onion.
It's more French.
Grilled down.
Yeah. Caramelized onion
kind of thing.
It was fucking.
And bacon and.
It was great.
Yeah.
And then.
No complaints.
Mains. It was a vegetarian lasagna.
Yep. It was very good.
Beef short ribs.
Yep, those are tasty.
Really good home style mashed potatoes.
Yep.
With gravy.
Yep.
And then
risotto.
Oh yeah, and the whole fucking risotto.
Yeah.
She was like,
which she just decided to do at
she's
the last
second.
second.
And I have a risotto recipe, but and we're like, yeah, you should make that. And then she kind of just hemmed and hawed about it, and was like,
and Dave's like, don't do it,
don't do it. And she's like, I am bored. Fuck you.
I don't have enough to do.
And just whipped up a fucking amazing risotto. Like, hey, chat amongst yourselves. I will make a risotto. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah. I don't think most cooks would tackle risotto because it's pretty hard to make in general.
If you do it well,
you can fuck it up really easy.
Did you notice that on the table, no salt and pepper?
Yeah, but there was cheese.
Because if you're right, and then nobody asked for it.
Yeah.
Not that I had any doubt. Everything was, but if it's seasoned perfect,
right?
Well,
I'm a pepper guy though. I'll typically add pepper.
Plebes,
normally.
Plebes, you don't fuck with the chef's shit. Plebes. It was everything was fucking amazing.
It was good.
It was really good.
And the dessert. What was it? Gooey?
The gooey cups.
Gooey cups. My God, what? I don't even know what was in there. Crack? What? There was caramel and some white
caramel. I think there was a pudding. There was cream
of some young guy.
Yeah.
I think
chocolate cake. Now
that had chunks in it.
So it was. I am still miffed about how that got pulled off because every single because they were in small 1 inch by 1 inch cubes in these mason jars of this chocolate cake. Now she said chocolate cake.
Yeah, it was.
But I am not convinced that they were cooked in some sort of magical pan that put a brownie crust,
Right.
a stiff crust.
Because they were almost like cookies to a certain extent.
Right.
Yeah.
They were all. I did not. I did not bite into a single cube of that chocolate shit that was in there without it being crunchy.
Oh, yeah.
And they were
It was a full...
buried
Yeah.
in moisture.
It was like layers and
goo.
layers of stuff.
Fucking absolutely just gorgeous on
Yeah.
the mouth parts.
And then she's like, oh, I'm going to send it all home with you if you
Right.
don't finish it.
Right. She's like, oh, I have extra. I have extra. I'm like, oh, well, I figured she would just, because I mean, it was very rich.
Right.
So I think and I was hungry. I only pounded half my gooey cup.
Yeah,
I was like,
a
oh,
little
well,
less
she's
than
got
half.
enough extra that she's going to like fill up my mason jar. I'm like, oh, cool. All right, whatever. Fucking yeah, I'm going to eat it. And only to when we got home, as we're unpacking stuff,
Yeah.
we're putting away the lasagna. I walked my mason jar over to Piper. I'm like, it's a gooey cup. And she's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, you done? She's like, no, leave it. I'm like, no,
Leave
fucking,
it.
I gotta put it
No,
back
give it back to
in
me.
the fridge. I put it back in the fridge, only to realize that there was one of those like Glad. I don't know what's that size, like a
gallon.
a tumbler, a good sized tumbler
Oh.
of an extra gooey cup.
Oh, damn.
And I went, fuck. It took me 2 days to actually polish off my mason jar.
Yeah.
And this other thing is still sitting in the fridge, like mildly dented as far as like
It's very rich.
God,
But it's very
it is
good.
so good. And then
Yeah.
we had the conversation. It was like, you only live once, man. That thing is absolutely diabetes
Oh, yeah.
teeing off.
For sure.
But it is so good. Hey, man,
Yeah.
treat yourself.
Well done on the
Yeah.
makings.
Because
for
the
dinner.
tax man's fucking me in the ass 10 ways a Sunday, so I might as well.
Maybe you can send the tax man your gooey cup and like get it taken care of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, if it was
I don't
that
have any
easy-
money anymore, but here's a gooey cup.
Hey, you know,
He's all, oh,
can I
from-
knock
from-
off some of this bill with
from Natalie?
Yeah.
All right, that'll
She's
take care
French
of
Canadian.
it. Yeah,
What do you say? I'll send in a lemon bar
yeah.
with some toffee.
Next Christmas I'll have toffee. I'll probably owe you then too.
Yeah, again. Jesus.
They got a nice little property there, and they've done it. She's the master of all trades. I've decided.
You know what I didn't get to ask?
Yeah,
And this is why we have to, surely if we ever get invited.
I don't know if we made a good enough impression
right.
for a
She can answer
invite
the
back.
question. You know, absolutely. She has a master of many trades going on. Like
Yeah.
she has examples of her completed handiwork in multiple places, in multiple
Rooms?
talents
Oh.
across the house.
Flooring, tile work.
Right.
I mean, you name it.
Yes, ceramics.
Yeah.
Tile work. Yeah. Just general design. Amazing. Plus, she works.
Yeah.
We were sitting there at dinner, and probably in a gooey cup coma. I was going to ask her, like, is she inherently talented at whatever skill thing that she decides, oh, I would like to do this? Or was she actually doing like you and I have talked about here on the show? Like, I want to do tile work. I want to retile the bathroom. I want to do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Is she just like, I went out, bought some tile, bought some grout, and I'm doing the thing, and it looks this good my first shot because I'm amazing and talented? Or was it like you and I have talked about, like, I want to do that, and you spend 10 hours watching shit on YouTube,
Right.
and then you tackle it?
I certainly
you get
got
it.
the impression that she does a bunch of research. You know, well, she does research like, I don't know how to do this the right way, and then she'll research it. That was the impression I
And
got.
I noticed she had mentioned too, like, you know, the electrical work.
Mhm.
She contracts out. Her and Dave contract out.
Right.
Like, some shit you
Yeah.
leave to the professionals.
Right.
She's not installing the fucking solar panels. but
No,
Her-
or there was like
backlog
lighting,
decor,
yeah,
the
lighting
toilets,
stuff
the
that
bathrooms.
the kitchen lighting, and so she said she hired an electrician for that kind of stuff. And I think for electrical things, I would probably do that too, depending on what the wiring looks like, and maybe can I reuse it as it stands.
Right.
But also, I have a neighbor who's an electrician by trade. Well, he's retired now, but he knows his stuff.
I did get the compliment. Did you look at the light fixture that was above the table? It looked like kind of like, it reminded me of like a circuit board.
Mhm.
Like, oh, that's fucking so cool.
Yeah.
Nerdy.
Right.
I want one of those. We walked away from the house like with like a laundry list of like, yeah, we should do that. Like that looks cool. I would like to think that if you can leave an acquaintance or friend's house with like,
Oh, damn.
yeah, those are like I could do that. Like that's an amazing idea. Like fucking absolutely, we should do that.
And it's not just that she did the work, but it looks like a professional did it.
Yes.
You can scrutinize the edging and be like, dang, it's all super well done.
Oh yeah.
There isn't anything out of place, or it doesn't look like it's half-assed. It's, I mean, like she
was
hired somebody to do it.
Yeah. That everything, the house was amazing.
Yeah.
It was.
Dave's got to figure out the rat problem though in his shed.
Yeah.
It chewed up his upholstery in his boat, and I was cracking up to myself because
Much sad.
there was dryer sheets all over the inside of
Oh
it.
yeah.
I mean, and that feels like the same thing. I just had a rat. I went to barbecue a tri-tip last night. I bought a little tiny tri-tip for myself.
Yeah.
And I go out to the grill, brand new grill that I just got like in June.
Oh no.
And it's got fucking shits all inside it. And I'm like, God damn it, those fuckers. And they chewed holes in my cover. And
Oh.
so, so I had to scrub the entire grill before I could even get it ready to cook on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I totally get that shit. It's, get the fucking rats out of there.
I didn't. He said he had traps and stuff, but did he have the? Do you know if he was using the bait, the actual green?
I did
bait?
see a bucket of bait in there. I saw a bucket in there that has
because that works for us.
Yeah.
We have. I mean, heaven forbid. I guess if he doesn't, we should. I mean, Dave, Venus's dad owns Golden Bear Pest Control.
Yeah, true.
So if you're not using the green bait, and you're not opposed to using it.
I swear he has some in the.
It works
in the garage.
We have eliminated our problem.
Yeah.
With
I have
bait boxes.
Probably 3 bait boxes out back, and one of them's right next to the fucking grill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I was telling my wife, like what's frustrating about the whole rat thing is like I've got a cover on the grill to protect it from all the elements, but the rats are like, oh,
cool.
It's stormy and cold outside. Well, I can just chew through this fucking thing and climb up on the inside, and there's a rotisserie hole in the side of and they can get right onto the grate. So what I did is I went and got some washers and screws and bolts, and like put the washers over the rotisserie holes on both sides, so now you can't get in there at all.
No.
I mean, unless they can figure out how to do it.
I was on a run
bottom.
last night, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, so what kind of? I think I had like the Mark Rober Squirrel Olympics thing that he has.
Oh yeah,
his little steeplechase for squirrels. I was like, what could you put? Because we saw the rat because it jumped to his his bird feeder.
That's right.
Now I presume it squirreled itself up the pole and then jumped onto the tray, not just flat out Herculean Hulk jumped.
Yeah, I don't know.
From the ground. I mean, it was like 4 feet.
That was a good sized little motherfucker too.
Yeah, he was eating
all the bird food.
All the bird food. Yeah. All the nuts.
Yeah.
He was choking down the nuts. I'm like, what could you put around the base of the pole that is not an obstruction?
A dancer.
Yeah, pole dancer. That is not an obstruction enough that they won't go through it, and
I know
doesn't prohibit the birds
You can get like one of the like a dog cone.
I was thinking like
Yeah.
a dog cone. So
That's
it has to be high
facing
enough that they
down.
can't jump over it.
Yeah.
And then inside the cone, you would put the bait
Would you put the cone
or traps.
like this, like facing so the open part is facing up, or do you put the open part facing down? I would think that way, because then it would be slippery on the sides, and they wouldn't be able to get up from the bottom.
So I am thinking
That direction.
dished out.
So you're thinking if they come up from the bottom, they just would have a hard time getting
Right.
over.
So
the
you
edge.
would have you would want. So it wouldn't just be like a collar. You would almost want them to like have to crawl through something. So you want the access, but you either put like a spring neck breaker trap by the hole,
Yeah.
because you want them to progress through it so that they walk into the trap,
Well, the only thing I would
whether
suggest
that's food or neck breaker.
for Dave is they make better traps than the metal snappy traps. Right? I bought
Gator.
yes, the
Yeah,
black plastic ones
Yeah.
are far superior. There's a little like white plate that they step on when they go for the bait, which is right in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and that little plate. And I have killed probably 30 rats
Oh boy.
over time.
Overtime.
Yeah, not like last week or anything, but
I'm like,
over
holy
time.
shit, dude.
There's a dead one back there right now that I just don't want to scoop up.
Deal with.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, I feel like I'm trapping rats in my backyard all the time, you know.
Mm.
So yeah, I had to literally scrub the inside of the grill, clean all the grates, rinse it out. I was out there last night with the hose, a brand new grill. You know what I mean?
Shame scrubbing your
Yeah.
fucking.
And that's just my grill. I can't imagine if they were tearing up my custom boat interior.
Right.
That would piss me off. I mean, he's lucky that he hasn't lost more stuff in there so far.
Right. Thank God for stainless steel braided line. And
Seriously. Yeah. But that boat's a monster.
yeah,
That boat's a monster.
to put it
What? How fast of a did he say that would go? Like 150 or something?
faster than somebody's 100-mile-an-hour Sea-Doo.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Was it Abe's?
Yeah, I think he said it was like a 90 or 95 mile an hour Sea-Doo or something like
I
that.
was like, let's test it. Let's go. Really?
Well, like he was saying, with a boat that's that quick, you run out of lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seeing it, because I think the last time you were up there, you took pictures and sent us pictures. It's like,
Yeah.
that's some nice shit. In seeing it,
Yeah.
you're like,
Damn.
okay, we are not fucking around.
Yeah.
And I could understand, yeah, especially lakes nowadays. Up until 2 weeks ago,
For sure.
there is not a body of water that is got enough runway for that fucker.
And I would think you got plenty of room in the ocean to go fast, but their ocean's pretty damn choppy typically, right? So
Yeah,
a lake, you could have pretty calm glass-like water
Mhm.
more often than not, I would assume.
sure.
Ocean, not
Not so
really the case necessarily.
much. Yeah.
I think he mentioned at some point that they used to run to Catalina and back and stuff.
In that one,
I don't know if I assume it was one of those boats,
Mm.
but yeah.
The
Yeah.
side by side tickled me. I was like,
I mean,
if you need help wheeling this out, so we could go up to the tack room really fast. Yeah, I'm a huckleberry.
it is not that far away from being just a car. That's just
Oh,
made-
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's pretty much aside from being like
I would say, did it
Registerable
have,
on the street.
Yeah, did it have blinkers? And a taillight? Because fucking, it was just short.
yeah, I mean it's that big.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
yeah. I've seen Volkswagen Bugs with smaller footprints.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. But they got a beautiful property up there. Nat's done all the work in the back. She's done all the work in the front. She's done all the work in the house. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of amazing. She's very multi-talented.
It was a really good evening.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know.
The conversation was awesome.
Yeah.
So thanks you guys for having us. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Hopefully we can do something. Shannon and I were joking like, could we even host that many people at our house? And then
4 people or 6 people?
Yeah, and then we were like, well, Shannon can make some Rice Krispie treats. You know, I mean, not that we're that dumb or whatever, but you know, we're just like making light of the situation.
Oh yeah.
You know, but you know, I know how to cook.
You want some tap water?
We got a filter in the fridge.
It's Brita. It's Britax because we can't afford the Brita one.
Yeah, we got it on Amazon. It's Ling Chow.
Yeah. It's Ulanzi.
Yeah.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
But, you know, I'm looking to make some tax money up, so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
open.
funny stuff. But, you know,
I had a good conversation yesterday because we've talked about this at length before, probably early in the seasons, zombie plan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure which course my son is taking, but it's got to be a fun one because they've been talking about fungus and zombie stuff. So last night at dinner.
Wait, they have a class that talks about zombie stuff?
I think they were. Well, I don't know how the teacher was trying to incorporate it into the lesson. I think it had to do with fungus and those fungus, those fungi that take over like an insect and then walk them dead.
Like rot them out from the inside?
And then take them up to a branch, attach them, and then spores, and then rinse, repeat the life cycle of. Anyway. So he's at dinner and he's talking about, he asked, so it tees off. So I won't tell you my answer because I'd be curious what you come up with. And anyone else that wants to
play along.
He asked me, the question was, what is the best melee weapon to have in a zombie apocalypse? Do you have a preference?
Maybe like a machete or something?
Machete?
Yeah.
I said katana. Because I feel like of all of the things, pole arms, too long, knives, anything, a hatchet or an axe, probably
too close.
Too close, too wieldy. Like katana is that like perfect space in between.
Yeah.
I think
I feel that.
Piper said,
and they're wieldy. I mean, they're not unwieldy.
They're very mobile.
Yeah.
I'm like, you if you say polearm or great axe and you get into the shit, you're gonna might struggle to swing it. Yeah. How and you have to take off.
Yeah.
Do you want to be trying to lug around a great axe or a halberd or a polearm or a great sword? Like, what are you do with that?
Right.
Like this, you're fucked. Like a katana is that perfect space where you could sheath it on your hip, on your back. You could run with it. It's not so heavy that it's unwieldy in an escape situation where you can't use it.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I feel that.
I can't remember what Piper was close to sword. I think she said something close.
She's like hammer.
Xander, who has a katana, got a katana for Christmas, was obviously in the katana camp. So then that was,
wait, I've watched many seasons of
Walking Dead.
Yes, and that seems to be by far the most superior
katana.
Yeah,
right. I'm like, because multiple places that you could inflict damage with the katana, like afford you many options. Head at a distance, leg, like it's gonna do
forehead.
Yeah, it's gonna do all the things.
Yeah.
So then he asked, ranged weapon.
Like a crossbow?
He said anything.
Oh, so I don't, well, I mean, you know, according to Walking Dead,
okay,
a gun would attract more to you.
Okay.
So I would go with something that's mechanical, that's a little more quiet.
Okay.
Like a crossbow.
I said compound bow, but same vein.
Yeah.
And
I would think a hand crossbow that you could
like
point and shoot kind of
Sure.
thing. Yeah.
And mine was if you have a gun, certainly guns, super far in distance.
Yeah.
But I said your inventory, at some point, where are you getting your gunpowder?
Yeah.
Like you can make it, but now you're bottlenecked into resources for your ranged weapon. A bow and arrow or a crossbow, you can, in a safe situation, you can reclaim those parts. You're never going to reclaim the head of a bullet
Right.
to reuse it. You
The
could
casing.
potentially reuse the casing,
Yeah.
but you're really not going digging
slug
through
or whatever. Yeah.
digging through the slug. Make your own bows. The skill set required in aiming and all of the physical attributes in a mechanical range device like a bow and arrow or a compound bow or a crossbow and bolts and whatnot, like translate to a whole bunch of other things that you could also then manufacture your own bolts or arrows as.
But I mean,
needed.
also, there's probably a cost of, accuracy in those weapons.
Sure, and
Because
it's not going
there's
to be
a lot of variance in how the projectiles go
sure,
properly, or if they're true to
and you're not going to get the
aim.
distance of like a rifle,
Right.
bolt action or sniper or 50 cal, something. But like you said, noise, you're not going to know, and then you get into your hypothetical situations.
Right.
But at the end of the conversation, I'm like, I have a zombie plan, and he I have
Zombie Plan Alpha?
yeah, I have a Google Doc. I walked into the office, I have a Google Doc that explains all this.
Yeah. We almost put it into effect a year ago.
Yeah, yeah, right. And fucking, he kind of, because now, I think he's just at that age where it was like a hypothetical question that he's got enough of an imagination to where I think I dazzled him with my also. Check this out. Oh, I've given this some fucking thought. And then we brought up Mike. I'm like, Mike is Zombie Plan Alpha because Mike has one too. That's the joke. But when we brought this up years and years ago, I'm like, I have a doc. And Mike's like, I got one. Fucking hell.
Like it's just a normal thing.
Yeah, it's who doesn't? He said his friend. He asked, "Where would you go?" I said, Lake Tahoe. I would get as fast as I could get to Lake Tahoe and a houseboat or multiple boats to the middle of the lake.
I could see that.
He's like, because I'm like, you ever seen a zombie in the cold or swim? Never seen it yet.
Well,
Outside of Pirates of the Caribbean when they're walking on the floor, but fucking shit doesn't happen.
Yeah.
He said he had this hypothetical question with his friends, and his friend was like, he would go squat and take over a grocery store, and that if people tried to come up on him, he would threaten to light everything on fire. And I went, yeah, I'm down with you having food because food is going to be important.
Right.
But I said, we're starting this hypothetical situation with zombie apocalypse. So you already have one known enemy, and that is the zombies. And by holing up in a place where in every movie I've ever seen involving zombies or apocalyptic situations, the stores, or in real life, hurricanes in Florida, tsunamis in the Pacific, earthquakes anywhere, the first things that go are the stores. People go to the stores to get the things. You're going to sit in a store with a lighter and gasoline and threaten people that you're going to light it all if they don't behave.
No.
You're done. They're going to take your shit.
Well, and then also it's it depends on that situation. Kind of depends on when and how it all evolves.
Right.
If it evolves at a situation where everyone goes to the store,
the battery.
everyone goes to the store because some shit's going down and the store is now empty.
Right.
That does you no good.
You're going to try and beat everyone to
Yeah.
the...
But if it goes down where everyone suddenly is a zombie and you're not, I still wouldn't I would go to the store to get some shit or keep it in my sights that it's there.
I'm not staying in the store.
No.
Right. And then too, the back up to Tahoe, still Tahoe, schlep up to the top of one of the ski resorts, top of the mountain. And all of those typically are also capable of being off-grid because power in your national forest. You're in the national forest, so you've got wildlife-ish.
Winters are tough, though.
It would be, but those are lodges, right?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's like you could store stuff up on the lift. You would have an escape route up on the lift.
I mean, I would. It would be a tough one though, because if you are on a boat, and probably maybe it depends on the lake, but if you're on a boat and zombies are collecting around the lake, knowing that you're there, I mean, they would get bored and wander off. I would say.
Yeah,
but that would cause some challenges, like, oh shit, I'm low on food or whatever, and I'm out here in the middle of the lake. Now I gotta go get some.
Right.
You know, I mean,
yes.
you know, none of it's easy to
None of it
manage.
would be. Yeah, you could come up with hypotheticals. But it was probably the first, you know, because they're both no longer SpongeBob SquarePants, you know, Blue's Clues. Like,
Right.
it was a full-blown zombie apocalypse conversation with both kids where it was like, ooh, yes, good point. I've thought about that. So here's what you would need about this. I'm like, right, how are you going to get around?
Yeah.
How are you going to know where to get around? There's no cell phone network anymore. You don't have cell phones. You're going to have to stop by a library at some point and get maps. You need maps.
Wouldn't be able to use a Tesla.
Right.
Unless you had solar panels charging them all the time or something.
Yeah. Right. Like,
I mean, those are tough.
You would need to find yourself a early 80s, 70s non-EFI car.
Yeah.
That probably will run on shit gas.
That will. That's easy to work on.
One of those 70s, 60s, 70s era cars with a carburetor.
Yeah.
That will burn anything that you throw into that jet hole.
Right.
Anyway, it was a really funny conversation. It was cool.
Yeah, getting around. See, when I watch Walking Dead, I always think, is this the easiest place they could get, or you know, they could get to live? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are they sticking around this area?
Oh, okay.
You know,
I haven't seen any of that show.
Okay, so basically you have the zombies for sure.
Okay.
But the biggest problem over the course of the show isn't so much the zombies as it is all the other fucking assholes that get power hungry because there's no
stuff.
Yeah, there's no people to keep, you know, to arrest them because they're doing shitty things to people or whatever.
Okay.
They're just shitty people that kind of arise out of the ashes.
Okay.
And I'm always thinking, like, why don't they just go somewhere else? You know what I mean? Like, they're in this situation. They're like in Georgia or something. And like, I'm thinking, why would you be in Georgia at all? Go to fucking the South or
you could keep
anywhere.
Walking.
Yeah, just keep like nomad. Go.
Yeah.
You know, and they want to hole up in these like little neighborhoods with a wall around it or something. And I'm like, that's just, everyone knows where you are.
Yeah.
You're just asking for the shit to come to you.
Yeah. It's like the Wall-E. There's a whole bunch of space out in space.
Right.
Like, there's a whole bunch of country in our country.
I mean, I would assume though, everywhere would have these shit like people, groups of people.
Sure.
But I mean, if I had like 2 or 3 groups that were coming at me all the time, I'd be fucking out of there.
Right. At some point, like, your need for community should come second to your need for self-preservation.
Yeah.
Like, eventually.
And would you be better off in a foresty, wooded area versus in an urban, city-ish kind of situation?
Kind of depends on your ability for resources, I suppose. Like if you didn't mind hunting and trapping
Yeah.
as opposed to scavenging homes and suburbia shit for stuff.
I mean, you're talking about zombies.
Yeah.
Like a city is just fraught with peril, like around
Right.
every corner. You know, at least
Yeah.
you're in the woods, you can kind of see through the trees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This, like, you just come around a corner and there's like a herd of them or something.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going back to the forest.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's just a thought. That's my thought.
Yeah.
Like when I watch Walking Dead, it doesn't sound like you've seen it, but when I watch Walking Dead, I'm always like thinking, like, why are they hanging around here anyway? Why, just fucking get up and move somewhere. Like go somewhere.
Are you going to watch the HBO one, The Last of Us? That's doing really good reviews. I never played the game either.
Okay, I might. I think I still have a season of Walking Dead to watch that I haven't. That I just saw dropped recently or sometime in the last.
And that's
couple of
done,
months.
isn't it?
I believe it's the last season.
Okay.
Which is like crazy to think that I've seen like 10 seasons of that shit. I don't know. And my wife won't watch it, so I got to figure out time to watch it on my own.
No.
You know, she
Yeah.
won't watch it. Yeah.
Plus,
Well, yeah, she doesn't like that kind of
you
stuff.
don't like zombies?
It's gross and it's too much, you know,
Oh, it's
too much like brain squirting, bloody zombie.
It's AMC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of it, especially there's a lot of gore in that. I mean, human on human too, like not just zombie and human stuff. It's some of the shit that people do to each other in that series is awful.
Humans suck.
And I can't imagine, like, honestly, I feel like that show sort of, there's things that they break down that don't really work for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that part of it, the terrible human part,
Mm-hmm.
they really probably got right, because I feel like that is how a lot of humans would behave.
You remove. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I
Honestly,
believe.
yeah.
I believe it.
And they're terrible. They're terrible. They have one group of people that wear skin masks. What? I wouldn't do that if you paid me.
Yeah.
We're special.
Yeah. Just so bizarre.
You fucking got it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I got like one season left, I think, of that shit.
Piper said she'll watch The Last of Us with me. So
I'll watch it. I just have to get there.
Oh.
I want to finish Walking Dead first. Yeah.
We're at time, buddy.
All right. Well, all I have to say about that is thanks to Dave and Nat again.
Thank you again.
We really appreciated it. Your kindness and generosity is not lost on us.
Yes. Thank you.
But also, you guys, you didn't do it, but you should.
Wash your ass.
Yeah, wash your ass. We could smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the fancy toilet.
Although I did see, yeah.
I'm sure their asses were clean.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not.
I did see Nat wash her hands.
Yeah.
You know.
I scooped up with my hands her lasagna. So you know you're surrounded with good people when they're like, just use your fingers, and I'm like, fuck yeah, these are my peoples. That's
Which
how
is weird because they saw you sitting on your hands.
Right. I was just scratching my balls with this too. This is so awkward.
I love you guys.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. You want more lasagna?
It's just seasoning.
Yeah.
Balsagna for the lasagna.
Hey, just use your hands. Oh, baby. You got it. Return the cart.
Make the call.
Wash your face. Wear the mask.
Check your oil, Tony.
Get the shot.
And do the kindness.
Register to vote.
And vote.
And we'll catch you next week.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.